What's up everybody, Alex here, and welcome to the third edition of the Battle of the Builds, the community competition that gets you guys creating builds and competing to see who comes out on top. This week, we've got 8 competitors who came up with some of the craziest builds I've seen yet to see who's gonna win the coveted Battle of the Builds championship. Let's get started. Starting off in the quarterfinals, what we've got here is we've got Daida on the bottom here with Scrappies, and we've got this Howls at the top with Knights and Healers. Let's see who takes it. This is going to be quite an interesting match here. We got a lot of armor on board. It looks like almost like a stalemate to start. The insects are starting to kind of poke away at the Knights, but that it doesn't look like it's doing that much. It looks like the Knights are starting to slowly pull away here. Oh, Sniper not able to take down Abaddon. Uh-oh, so the Scrappies are not able to kind of put enough damage on the Knights. The Knights look like they're gonna take it, so the first victory goes to this Howls with his Knights build. And for the second quarterfinal match, what we've got here is we have Idleco Size on the bottom with a Legion Commander build, and on the top we have Ron Bonesta. He's got some crazy thing going with Brutes. Let's see who takes this here. Ron's build is super interesting. Warlock down already. It doesn't look like Legion Commander is going to be able to take down the Lifestealer there. Hobgon already doing some damage there, but it looks like... Oh, Jewel getting his cast rather quickly. It looks like the Brutes are starting to just eat away at the Legion Commander build here. They're in trouble, and they're going down. Ron Bonesta moving on to the semifinals with what is one of the more interesting builds I have seen on the Battle of the Builds. And for the third quarterfinal match, what we've got here on the bottom, we have Barwan Davis versus Nan Bucci and his warriors on the top. Let's see who's going to take this. Barwan's hunters are positioned rather well, but it looks like Lycan's going to go down rather quickly. A good stun from Kunkka. Oh no, things are falling apart here. It doesn't look like the hunters are doing enough damage, and the fact that Doom has been cast on Troll Warlord is just so damaging to Barwan. As this is going to be a little closer than I originally expected, but it looks like the warriors might be able to pull through. Sniper unable to one-shot that warrior there. Oh, so Sniper's going down. It looks like Nan Bucci is moving on to the semifinals. And for the final quarterfinal match here, what we've got here is we have Dev Chowda at the bottom with, I said before we had an interesting build. Look at this. We got some spirits at the bottom, and we have Lance Matson with his insects and hunters. Let's see who's going to take this. I'm really curious to see how these spirits perform here. There's a good Delta Slam. It doesn't look like they're going to get another off. Oh no, this is pretty disastrous for the spirits. I don't think they did enough damage with the Delta Slam, and wow, okay, so Dev Chowda went down, and Lance Matson is moving on to the semifinals. Alright guys, we're in the semifinals here. The winner of this semifinal match moves on to the finals. We have this House on the bottom with his Knights and Healers, and Ron Bonesta at the top with his Brutes. Who's going to take it here? This is going to be quite interesting. I'm really interested in seeing who Doom casts Doom on. We got 2 of them, so 2 of the Knights are going to be silenced here. Let's see how this works out. Those Knights are really holding up well. They're just not taking enough damage. The Healers are keeping them up. Now the Golem's coming down, and it looks like this is close, but it looks like the Knights are going to take this possibly. The Brutes are not able to compete with the sustained healing of the Knights. They're just not doing enough damage. It looks like Ron Bonesta's crazy build is going down here as this Howls moves on to the championship match. And for our second semifinal, what we've got here is we have Lance Matson with his insects and hunters on the bottom versus Nan Bucci and his warriors and trolls at the top. That front line of the hunters there and the insects are holding up so well. The warriors really need, that's not a good enough stun, and the warriors have to get in there. A good pull on Sniper, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Happy Hour gets cast here, but the warriors are just not doing enough damage. The hunters are just pulling them down very quickly. The insects greatly reducing the amount of damage the warriors are doing. It looks like the warriors are in trouble. Can Juggernaut carry them back to victory? It looks like he's not going to, and Lance Matson is going to the championship. Alright everyone, this is it, the championship match. At the bottom we have Lance Matson versus this Howls. At the top we have Knights and Healers versus Insects and Hunters. Who's going to take this? Let's see, this is going to be crazy. Can the front line of the Insects hold up against the sustained healing and armor of the Knights? Look at the great positioning on the Knights. They're barely taking any damage. The Hunters are not able to do enough. The Hunters are falling apart here. The golems are down, and Nessix on this house is down, but I don't think that matters because the knights are almost all completely up. The insects are not doing enough to curb the amount of damage, and this Howls becomes the third ever champion of the Battle of the Builds. Guys, that was an absolutely fantastic match, and I absolutely love doing these. Thank you so much for submitting your builds. Congratulations to this Howls and everyone else who competed. Thank you so much to my subscribers for watching, and until next time, thank you and have a wonderful day.